Hitchhiking through the desert sands, no control, no rules, no plans. Her father's shadow far behind, freedom's taste she's here to find. Cassie's riding wild and free, a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a runaway in the dead of night. Hitchhiking through the desert sands, no control, no rules, no plans. Her father's shadow far behind, freedom's taste she's here to find. Cassie's riding wild and free, a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a runaway in the dead of night. The road is hard, the nights are cold, but she won't trade it for the gold. The wind, the stars, the open sky, a girl who's never saying goodbye. Cassie's riding wild and free, a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a runaway in the dead of night. She left behind the life she knew, chasing dreams and skies of blue. No more chains to hold her down, just endless roads and city sounds. Cassie's riding wild and free, a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a runaway in the dead of night. Hitchhiking through the desert sands, no control, no rules, no plans. Her father's shadow far behind, freedom's taste she's here to find. Cassie's riding wild and free, a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a runaway in the dead of night. Hitchhiking through the desert sands, no control, no rules, no plans. Her father's shadow far behind, freedom's taste she's here to find. Cassie's riding wild and free, a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a runaway in the dead of night. The road is hard, the nights are cold, but she won't trade it for the gold. The wind, the stars, the open sky, a girl who's never saying goodbye. Cassie's riding wild and free, a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a runaway in the dead of night.
Hello everyone, welcome to my stream. For those of you tuning in for the first time, my name is Cassie Morgan, a hitchhiking drifter VTuber, and tonight we're playing Zenless Zone Zero again. So let's go ahead and get started. Ugh, great. Hold on. There we go.
Keep the call with your innermost desires. Advance without fear. Navigate as your heart dictates. Robust power.
Alright.
I am the Eye of Obel.
Let's see.
I've got your back. I am the Eye of Obel. I'll protect you from.
Is it work? Did you cook? Sokaku? Standing by. Is it work?
I'm here.
Head maid Rena. I've got your back.
Starlight, it's time. Come on.
Need something? My services are expensive. So sleepy. That's my look.
Want to see the...
Good day, Proxy.
Alright, I've got. Damn it. Okay, fine. I've already got her. Wait a minute, what kiddos? We got two of them.
All in all, the scouting mission was a success. Obel's squad took no casualties. Against our firepower, those Exaltus lunatics didn't stand a chance. It's honestly baffling how HSO and public security got completely outplayed by the Exaltists. Their actions are chaotic and lack any strategy. Though credit goes to Commander Isolde's flawless planning.
The proxy was amazing too. Just like Trigger and Soldier 11 said. And just like all those rumors on Internet.
Huh? Orphe, since when have you been visiting sketchy sites like Internet behind my back?
Calm down, Captain Magus. What you've dealt with so far are just the Exaltus scattered remnants.
I know. We already have the hollow coordinates for the Exaltus base. I'm not worried about a head-on clash. What worries me are those Obscura and the sacrifice creatures.
Leave the search for the Obscura to me and the city forces. You focus on the mission inside the Hollow. You can't just grasp at weeds. You have to dig out the roots. All this might just be a diversion by the Exaltists. By the way, Proxy, I heard your performance in the Hollow was top-notch as always. How's working with Obel? Has Captain Magus been giving you any trouble?
I'm not gonna narc.
I'll have to think about that. I remember Captain Magus saying that Phaethon is a villain who should be dealt with using
50 caliber, high explosive rounds, and military grade high energy lasers?
Don't go taking things out of context to make me look like the bad guy. I'm a straight shooter.
Got it. Looks like the temporary protocol for addressing Phaethon doesn't really hold much sway over Captain Magus.
It's all because I wasn't decisive enough. Please don't punish Captain Magus.
She's not the most soft-spoken, but Captain Magus and the squad have been doing their best to support me. And her military-grade high-energy laser is definitely reassuring.
All right. Without the proxy support, our operation wouldn't have gone this
Scary.
smoothly.
Whew. I guess this is the part where old grudges melt away and everyone makes nice.
But if you're that talented, why settle for the dishonorable role of a proxy? Why not join the military, earn a proper rank, and truly protect New Eridu?
What's so dishonorable about it? The work we do in the shadows brings us closer to the light than many of those who stand in it.
You're being a little harsh today, Captain.
Proxy. How many unqualified civilians have you led straight into danger within the Hollows? And how many shady Hollow Raiders have you guided to dirty money?
You're right, Captain Magus. The underworld does have its dark side, but a lot of people are forced into it. They have to avoid the light and just try to survive in the shadows. And this grand, respectable world you speak of, is it really filled with nothing but righteous heroes? Is your defense force really so perfect? Every single person?
You...
All right, kids, enough bickering. The only villain here is the grumpy old Isolde. You're all brave, shining heroes, okay?
Looks like the captain got shut down by Commander Isolde again.
Even the proxy's been lumped in with the kids. Looks like we're all in the same class now.
This concludes the briefing. Proxy, Major General Lorenz has expressed interest in meeting you. Would you mind coming with me later?
The Major General wants to see me? That can't be good.
Relax. I'll be with you.
I am the very model of a modern Major General. Adjutant, sir. Major General's guest has arrived. Please follow me, you two. The Major General's tent is just beyond this tunnel. Follow the adjutant's lead and head inside with this hold into the Major General's tent on the other side of the tunnel.
Sir, your guests have arrived.
Colonel Isolde, I heard that,
What the hell?
Obel Squad has already obtained the coordinates of the Exaltist headquarters.
That's correct, sir. The recon operation was a success. However, we also discovered something unexpected. There are numerous ether reactors installed around Waifei Peninsula, known as Obscura, which may pose a significant threat.
You can handle the specifics with your squad. You know I've always counted on you. Just make sure I get results.
Yes, sir.
Among all the mediocrity in the Obsidian Division, Isolde, you're the one who truly stands out. I'm really glad I found you back then. Someone like you shouldn't be stuck on the front lines. I'm pragmatic, but I always make sure my subordinates are treated fairly. This is a big opportunity, but I went to great lengths to get troops into Wi-Fi Peninsula. So this mission is one we cannot afford to fail.
Yes, sir.
Ah, I seem to have forgotten about our guest. Isolde, the person beside you.
This is the officially appointed Hollow Technical Advisor and the Mayor's Special Envoy for Military Operation, Bell.
Welcome to Wi-Fi Peninsula, Ambassador Bell.
I've been in Wi-Fi Peninsula for a while now. Honestly, it's more appropriate for me and Swabian Temple to be the ones welcoming the Defense Force.
Swabian Temple? Ah, Yunque Summit. Pardon my memory, I nearly forgot our guest works directly under Mayor Mayflower. Mind filling me in, Colonel Isolde? Why is one of the mayor's personal agents and infamous proxy getting involved in Defense Force business?
Bell was appointed by the city as a technical advisor
Yeah,
and envoy for Mayor Mayflower, sir.
Guy's
She's
kind
here
of
to
slimy.
assist and oversee the Defense Force's operation.
Assist, huh? If the High Preceptor of Yunque Summit had shown up in person, perhaps I'd consider that worthy. And as for the supervision, since when does Mayflower get a say in when Obsidian Division pulls the trigger?
Sir, Bell is only here to assist Obel Squad. This has nothing to do with the main force's operations or command. All part of the agreement to keep the City Council from meddling with our military affairs in Wi-Fi Peninsula. Which, I imagine, suits you just fine?
Of course. Your arrangements are always right on point, Colonel. This whole operation is running smoothly, thanks to you. Well then, since you're the Hollow experts and personally by the Mayor, it's only right that I give you a proper welcome. Unfortunately, military secrecy is of utmost importance. So I'm afraid I can't escort Bell to the more refined venues in the city for a proper celebration, at least for now. Colonel Isolde, until this operation is over, all of Bell's external communications and movements beyond Phylum Heights must be temporarily restricted.
That's a very unique way to treat a guest.
Major General, the Mayor and Yunque Summit might not be too happy about that.
That's an order, Colonel.
Yes, sir.
The people from Porcelumix are still waiting for me in Phylum Heights. Something about a banquet to welcome the Defense Force to Wi-Fi Peninsula. Typical corporate parasites. Always know how to adapt and survive. I'm afraid I won't be able to personally entertain our guest, Isolde.
Let's go, Madam Ambassador.
Yeah, sorry, Bell. You came here to help, and this is how you're treated. And the military comes with its fair share of rules and restrictions. Major General Lawrence was a decorated officer during the fall of the old capital 11 years ago, promoted to general after its fall. Over the years, he's been known for his rather overbearing conduct. Well, would be dishonest to say I like his style, but working under him is definitely... Oh. Hello, D. Hayes. Under him has definitely given me a lot of opportunities and access, allowing me to investigate the truth behind the fall of the old capital. The truth behind it? To be exact, the cause between my squad's failure back then, Magus has always been concerned about it. I'm getting off track, but the point is you can count on us, whether it's Obel Squad or any other Obsidian Division soldier. It will give everything to protect you. After briefing you on the military operation, the soul takes her leave. How about rude? And are all the Defense Force generals this unpleasant? Restrictions on going out and contacting the outside world, I might as well be a prisoner. But if we're just heading down to Suivan Temple for a quick break, they shouldn't stop us, right? Sorry, orders from above. You're not allowed to argue with facts and logic. Clearly this is the right one, but this is more my style. I don't know who you are, but there's no argument to be had. Orders are orders. Oh, okay. Written again with harsh and intimidating tone. I figured as much. Argument draws the attention of several nearby soldiers. Huh? You okay there, Bill? Comrade Bill is a special envoy sent by the mayor. Show some respect. The mighty Miss Bill got taken down a notch. I'm just following orders. Following orders is soldier's duty. I understand where this soldier's coming from. I understand Crimson Gloom. Yeah, let's see.
Captain, Proxy made it through the interrogation unscathed.
No significant change in pulse, and your face isn't too pale. Looks like you passed the test. You look so frail, Proxy. Who would have thought you had the makings of a soldier tough enough to endure enemy torture?
I'm pro, I couldn't be caught.
With you already calling me the villain, I figured I'd better get good at dodging torture.
The Major General may be tough to deal with, but interrogating the mayor's envoy? That kind of thing doesn't happen in the Obsidian Division.
We'll explain the Major General's orders to everyone.
Temporarily restricting the Proxy's movements and communications? What does that mean?
It means we've got your precious faith and locked away. No way out, and no texting or calling family.
That's just so...
That's terrible!
Were you about to say that? It's good.
What a shame. I never thought the legendary Proxy Phaethan would end up getting caught one day.
On the plus side, at least the legendary Proxy Phaethan was caught by Obel Squad. The Major General's idea of hospitality might be questionable, but for a soldier, orders are orders.
So, as much as we regret it, the legendary
violate the
Proxy
Geneva Convention.
Phaethan will have to stay put in Phylum Heights for a while.
You sure you're sorry, Captain? I'm pretty sure you were holding back a laugh just now.
Don't worry. Obel Squad and the Obsidian Division are the first line of defense against the Hollows. We'll wipe out the Exaltists faster than you'd think.
And then the Proxy will be free.
As ordered, a technician will now attach a tracker to the proxy and temporarily block all communication functions of their electronics.
Oh, I forgot to read that part. Thanks to Defense Force signal jamming, the only wireless frequency still functioning in Wi-Fi Peninsular military ones. We're at least safe, or else the forensics usually waiting your reply them knock knock.
Apologies, Proxy.
For the Obsidian Division, orders carry more weight than mountains. I don't like restricting someone's freedom like this. And I'm not exactly your biggest fan. But I hope you won't hold it against Isolde or the squad.
I
may
understand.
not be a soldier, but I can understand the weight orders carry for all of you. If temporarily restricting my freedom helps the operation go smoothly and keeps the people of Wi-Fi Peninsula safe, I'll gladly go along with it.
I never thought you'd show such resolve, Proxy. Don't worry, I'll keep an eye on you when you're with us.
Captain Magus keeping an eye on you? Just a heads up, she's not exactly the caring type.
Once again, Proxy, you have my apologies.
The cons and our movements for trick things are definitely tricky. Luckily, can still reach out to Weiss and Fairy through the HDD without the defense swords. Noticing. The perks of being a hacker. I have been thinking about this. Oh, and now also having a super intelligent AI on your side. Proxy, don't look so down. It's time for Oval's regular equipment maintenance. Come join us. Is that okay? Do you agree, Captain Magus? Making sure our tech folks have reliable gear is crucial, so if you want to drop by Proxy, go right ahead. I don't have any equipment on me. Really? I couldn't detect any gear on the Proxy. I can't shake the strange feeling. The Proxy has some sort of device that feels oddly familiar. Don't worry, Proxy. Seed can be a bit hard to follow at times, but when it comes to tech, you can always count on her. It's just a routine maintenance check. Come on, Proxy. Stop being so wishy-washy. The whole squad is all here. Alright, time to start today's routine maintenance. Instructor on duty, squad member Seed. First up for infection, Mercury. Mercury here. Oh. There's a bot. And D-Hazy know what to do. For some reason, they're double posting now. I'm gonna take a look and see if this little Colby's got anything wrong with it. Thank you. I just get nervous when Seed does my checkup. Antenna on the comms module seems a bit worn. That's, I see it just fine. Try refreshing the chat. The antenna on the comms module just seems a bit worn out. Gotta remember to get those parts replaced. And Colby can't hear me on the radio during this operation. I'm gonna kick your butt. Aye aye. Next up is Trigger's sniper rifle. I'm counting on you again, Seed. I'll need one look till your weapon's in flawless shape, just like always, Trigger. The sniper's weapon is their soul on the battlefield, after all. Oh. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Boring now it's Orphe and Captain Magus's turn. Let's get this straight. You're not laying a finger on me. Calm down, Captain. Quit swinging around my tail. Your exoskeleton is good in shape after all. Overall, Orphe. But your tail shows way more wear, no doubt due to the Captain's reckless fighting style. The Captain gives her all in combat. I'll try to stay in sync with Orphe's movements. As for Captain Magus, you're using the nitro fuel oil again, aren't you? See, you can't stand the smell pouring out of their gun barrel. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Are you seriously attacking out your captain's dental hygiene? And finally, it's your turn, Proxy. Where should I start? Seed stares straight into Proxy's eyes. Impossible as it seems, it almost feels like she can see right through to the HDD. But that can't be possible, right? Change the subject. Your eyes are crystal clear, Proxy. All systems good. Inspection complete. We were just looking for an excuse to stare into the Proxy's eyes. Now everyone's finished their equipment checks. You're dismissed. Get some rest and make sure your gear is serviced at the armory. Hey, Proxy, don't forget to look after your eyes, too. Ah, she knows. I have special eyes. You confirm that the military really is restricting your freedom movement with the Oval Squad. You then return to the tent to the rest. But the tent offers some cover from the soldiers' gazes, and reestablishing the connection with HG brings a small sense of relief.
As Master's supreme assistant and a thoughtful, all-purpose AI, I would never sit back helplessly while Master's freedom is being restricted, unlike the second assistant.
Fairy, you really can't stop chasing that first assistant title, can you? When will you finally understand that as her sibling, I'm irreplaceable?
You two are just like...
Alright, you two, enough arguing. I'm just the pitiful, useless captured proxy here, while you two are elite hackers, okay?
Negative. Although Master was unfortunately captured, Master remains an elite hacking expert.
Save your useless sympathy, first assistant.
Luckily,
not even the hollows interfere with the HDD's unique signal, so the Defense Force's jamming is barely an inconvenience.
Still, I was the one who actually encoded the anti-jamming signal.
Which means Bell can still reach me through the HDD, and EOS's deep dive can continue as planned.
The note of the data from my eyes right away.
I saw some new data with my eye implants in the hollow. I need you to run some calculations. Whether or not the military's info checks out, nothing is more trustworthy than your calculations, Fairy.
Affirmative. Additionally, I've made a full copy of the military intel files that EOS and Master saw.
If the Defense Force comes knocking because you did something without permission, make sure they know Second Assistant and your Master had nothing to do with it. Anyway, leave the rest to me and Fairy Bell, just like always.
Then leave clearing out the hollow to me and Noble Squad, just like always.
The Defense Force's mission is bound to be dangerous. Be careful, Bell.
Well, I need to refresh my, the bed beneath you feels so foreign you hardly... Damn it! Commotion rising from the cockpit beyond the tent. Okay, actually, I didn't get it, but I don't see it anymore. I refreshed the page and it's gone. Commotion rising from the outpost beyond the tent. That's Orphe and Seed's voices. Let's go check out what's happening. What the hell? Was this little one you brought back from the hollow? As Captain, the Bangbu squad seems to have been attacked. I received the Bangbu's distress signal and rushed over. What about the soldiers in that squad? They were all lying there covered in blood. I mean, the not breathing kind of lying there. Let's pay our respects. This Bangbu probably recorded what happened when they ran into the enemy, but it's badly damaged. Do you have any technicians at base? I'm a technician. Proxy, you know how to fix a Bangbu? Please help this little guy. I'll leave it to you, Proxy. Okay. Yeah, I know how to do this. Yeah. I mean, it's not exactly rocket science. The video footage is restored and images from inside the hollow stream out through the Bangbu's data port. Hello, Darkest Ghost Sun.
All units be advised. At 3 o'clock, 300 meters.
Oh, it's fine.
Miasma. Ethereal presence confirmed. Something's off. Are those humans coming out of there? Hey, look! Someone's crawling out of the miasma.
Why are they wearing Defense Force uniforms?
They're coming closer. And there are!
I'm gesturing out from a distance.
We're under
Exaltis troops in disguise?
Oh, it's censored.
No, they emerged from the miasma. They're definitely not alive.
What the Are we seeing the dead in broad daylight?
If there is
Oh.
a monster, just take them too.
Yeah.
Reporting in. We've got casualties.
Well, I mean, they do talk just like real soldiers.
Handle the ride. We need backup.
Yeah, missing generation kill. I know how much they cuss. White noise glows louder, skipping ahead. I'm sick of Sin's right. I'm gonna sneeze.
It's just as the Overseer said. Even a miracle like resurrection is nothing for the Creator.
Don't let joy blind you, my dear brother. Until we stand before the Creator, every miracle is just a small step toward the gate of the final domain.
Don't worry. My joy hasn't clouded my judgment, and my knowledge as a researcher remains sharp. The large-scale miasma activation experiment has already begun ahead of schedule. They'll never catch up to us on our path to the Creator.
The footage ends abruptly here. The bang boot recording the data seemingly couldn't hold on any longer. Those soldiers crawling out of the miasma, they look like the dead brought back to life. The dead? But they're dressed in military gear from the old capital, stuff from 11 years back, if they truly are the dead return. Yeah, it was. How could they be the ghosts of those old soldiers if they're shooting at their own squad mates? More like some kind of miasma creature. Still, the fact that these creatures take on the form of a former Defense Force soldier needs their creator. The enemy's knowledge of the Defense Force might be beyond our imagination. Besides, yesterday's recon mission went perfectly. We didn't let any cultists escape, so there's no way the Exaltus should be aware of our progress. We need to report this to the Soul. Let's go, Proxy. Yeah, with Opal Squad, you brief us all on what you saw in the footage.
The Exaltists have already figured out that we're launching a full-scale operation? So far, only Obel Squad's scouting mission involved direct combat. What that recon team ran into was likely just an unfortunate accident. But your operation was flawless, and no part of the plan was leaked. That means either the Exaltists are more perceptive than we thought, or some unit acted outside my command and carried out an unsanctioned mission.
Or the Major General is colluding with them. How could someone ignore the Colonel's orders?
So if we rule out interference from higher up, the only one who could have mobilized troops without the Colonel's approval is...
Mm-hmm. Only the Major General himself.
Looks like Colonel Isolde has it even
Yeah.
tougher than I do when it comes to dealing with a demanding superior.
Orphe, you don't actually think I'm that difficult to deal with, do you?
At this point, arguing with my superior won't do any good.
So if we want the raid to stay on track, we'll have to strike even faster.
While I usually think you're a little too reckless, Magus, this time, I agree with you. Swift as the wind, fierce as fire, and unknowable as shadow. That's the essence of Blitz tactics.
As mysterious
At least
as
according to
the
a Junker
dark
Summit
side
squad.
of the
Since the
moon.
enemy already knows we're coming, let's seize this rare opportunity and strike before they're ready.
Obel Squad, gear up and get ready!
Yes, Captain Magus.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
about
that
to start
song stuck in
deploying
my head
troops to launch
for a
the
while.
offensive. Proxy, both the battlefield and the hollows can shift in an instant. Make sure you're fully prepared. We aren't as ready as we
It's,
could have been.
it's because
The
it's
Obsidian
Chinese
Division
made
will
game.
handle the battlefield, but when it comes to the hollow, you're the only one we can count on.
That's a good one. Hmm. I won't let you down.
Leave it to me. On my reputation as a legendary proxy and my honor as the mayor's envoy, I won't let you down. I'm counting on all of you, too. Please don't betray the trust the people have placed in the Defense Force.
Save it. We're well aware.
What the captain means is, Obel never fails a mission.
This operation has two main objectives. First, to gather intel on miasma soldiers. Second, to eliminate key Exaltus bases. Get ready and move out. In a surprise attack, every second counts. Alright.
The unexpected deployment of forces beyond Isolde's plan has put the Exaltists on high alert, like a startled bird ready to flee. We can't risk the Exaltist core members escaping right under our noses. We have to strike quickly and hit their key bases.
Based on the intelligence we have, the target's stronghold in this operation is very likely the Exaltist's main base.
Oh, okay. Until my
I'm not usually one to spoil the mood, but from what I've
Yeah.
seen of the Exaltists, they're
I watched
not
that movie
easy
a
to pin
ton when
down.
I was a kid.
Which raises the question, can we really trust the intel from the Defense Force?
You really know your way around intelligence and information warfare, Proxy. But it's Isolde's strategy and intel that have been key to the Defense Force's success so far.
Yeah.
I understand your concerns, but I've no reason to doubt the reliability of Isolde's intel.
Can't say the same for the live action movie. Oh, and also, I'm never gonna watch that live action movie. I haven't seen it and I never will because it would be, I'd find it unethical. You know why? Because, well, I'm not gonna get too, well, I got a forewarning, I'm gonna get a little bit political, but allegedly I heard allegedly that the CCP provided Disney with, the movie was partially made using slave labor provided by the CCP. Specifically, they forced a bunch of Uyghurs to play extras in the movie. You know, the ones that they forced into camps. Yeah. So I'll never watch the movie, at least not legally.
Captain Mathis, you sure have a lot of trust in Commander Isolde, don't you?
Well,
that's because
that one, I'm not sure. It's not exactly the same because I don't think any humans appeared in it.
Technically, fighting side by side isn't exactly accurate. But yes, Isolde and I go way back. She's a comrade, a senior, and my commanding officer. In fact, Obel Squad itself wouldn't exist without Isolde's support and guidance. If I can't trust Isolde, then there might not be anyone left in Obsidian Division I can trust.
I understand. So please believe me when I'm acting as your proxy, my one and only goal is to lead you all to where you're meant to be.
Yeah. And I don't think any of the live action movies are worth seeing.
Who goes there? Petty thugs blocking the way to the creator.
The creator will not forgive him. Our sacrifice will pave the way for our master's return.
Strong attack detected! Don't face it head on! Look! Pretty fireworks!
Damn it. Yeah. Damn it. Damn it. Well, the reason for Milan having that is probably because the CCP saw it as like a propaganda, you know, as effective propaganda, and decided to support it. And so it did so using, you know, all the resources at their disposal, including those of forced labor from the Uyghur Muslims.
After I get back, yeah, I think I'm gonna take a nap in the cockpit.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's not coming out till next year. Oh, okay, yeah. It was actually the inspiration. It is inspired by Nier Automata. They even have a DLC that has the outfits, I think. Once the device are incomplete, the Iranian intelligence needs to return the Elsar. Wrongfully killed soldiers, but those ones emerging from the miasma were wearing 11-year-old uniforms, and they died protecting Uerdo. These exalted scum, how dare they desecrate the honor of fallen soldiers? Unforgivable. Approaching footsteps have everyone guard, but then what they see is the sight of allied uniforms.
Which unit are you in? According to Commander Isolde's orders, aside from Obel's squad, there shouldn't be any other squads assigned to raid this base.
Isolde may be the acting commander for this op, but our squad reports to Major General Lorenz.
Oh, just as expected.
So, these idiots are the ones who alerted the Exaltists to our plan. And it was all under orders from the Major General?
Mind your tone. The Major General sent us because he was worried you wouldn't be able to handle this alone. We're here to support the operation.
Support the operation? We were just out there fighting alone as a single squad.
That's right, and we really do appreciate it. Without you taking the brunt of the Exaltists' attention, we couldn't have made it to their headquarters from the flank so smoothly. We have to apologize. We accidentally beat you to it and ended up taking the credit for wiping out the Exaltists' main base.
Credit? That's meaningless. Is this really the attitude of new recruits in Obsidian Division these days?
Acting all high and mighty. You're just a gun. Do you really think yourself so important? I may be a rookie, But at least I'm not a washed-up old dog like you.
Oh, snap.
Watch it! The captain has given everything to protect the city. You don't deserve to...
It's okay, Orphe. As long as they really did take out the Exaltists, then they've helped safeguard New Eridu, which makes them our comrades.
Even among comrades, there are plenty of annoying ones. If you ask me, we should just take this guy away and cover it up as an accident caused by an Exaltist attack.
Hey, are you threatening me?
Stay focused, soldier. Answer me. Has the Exaltist's base been completely cleared?
Several creatures took advantage of the chaos to escape. We had other orders to carry out, so we didn't have time to pursue them while clearing the base.
Other orders? What could be more important than wiping out the Exaltists?
Bunch of fools. They can't even handle something this simple properly. Obel soldiers, let's move out. Once again, it's up to us to clean up after these.
Oh my gosh, they're trying to steal their research.
Gear up and get ready.
Trying to turn the sacrifices into bioweapons.
The Exaltists are fleeing in all directions!
Second-rate troops sure are surprisingly good at messing things up. Who would ever call this an ambush? We've already failed half of the mission's objectives.
Hopefully we can still find some useful documents and materials.
Oh my god. Encrypted documents detected on this device accessing. Maybe working with Prosolumix, but they aren't exactly saints. They'd sacrifice everything for profit. The soldiers didn't die protecting the city. The truth is, the file ends here without warning. There's a record of the hardware being moved, but the missing data cannot be retrieved. Damn it, of all places, the data had to be missing at the most crucial part. The soldiers didn't die protecting the city, just what have these Exaltists learned? It's nothing but a distraction they planted on purpose to mislead us. So it's clear the Exaltist remnants were spooked by the Major General's unit acting so recklessly. That's why they moved the keys data early. Guess we have no choice but to press on. My guess is that they're trying to do a cover-up. Like, the Major General was involved in some shady shit and before the fall of the old capital and wants to prevent... Damn it, motherfucker. You know, fuck that.
The target's exposed.
Maximum firepower!
Wipe them out. Ether vision activated.
Yeah, back to what I was saying. He was probably involved in some shady shit and wants to keep it under
Everything
wraps.
is moving along smoothly, Mr. Lucro.
We'll be counting on you again this time.
Major General Lorenz, you're here in the Hollow. In person?
You're the squad Isolde spoke so highly of. Codename Obel, wasn't it? This is quite a surprise. You arrived even faster than I expected. It's just as Colonel Isolde said. You're quite a capable squad.
Given that you're leading this entire operation, I'd expect you to be at the command post. And the person with you is...
You must be Mr. Lucro. We met briefly at the Porcelumex Safety Inspection Reception Banquet.
A reception banquet for a safety inspection? That makes no sense.
This, gun certainly has a blunt matter of speech. Anyway, we are acquainted from the banquet, aren't we? Also involved with the Obsidian Division, I see. For someone so young, you must have made quite the impact with the military.
Not so, Mr. Lucro. This young lady is the mayor's envoy, specially sent by the kind-hearted Mr. Mayflower to oversee our work.
I'm just doing my duty. Please, the title of envoy is a bit too much. I feel like it's a little too high and mighty.
So you're a distinguished guest from city administration. My apologies. Please excuse the poor welcome.
So, what brings you here, Major General, Mr. Lucro, and these troops who've been acting without Colonel Isolde's orders?
My troops and I have our reasons for being here. You're a veteran, Captain Magus. Even if you don't fully grasp what overstepping means, you should at least know not to ask about classified military matters. Mind your tongue, Captain. After all, besides your sharp tongue, there's not much else you have left.
Major General, shouldn't we be going? Staying too long in areas with high ether activity isn't good for my health.
You're right, Mr. Lucro.
Escorted by the troops, Lorenz and Lucro withdraw from the stronghold.
Aside from that clerk I met at the Special Military Affairs desk, these are honestly the two most annoying people I've ever had to listen to. Sorry, Captain Magus. It was wrong of me to speak disrespectfully about a commanding officer.
I'll let it slide this time, Orphe. If I weren't afraid of getting you all tried at a military tribunal, I'd have turned every curse word into high-energy laser blasts right at their faces.
Didn't they were here?
This place is not only a key Exaltus stronghold, but also one of their major research facilities. One of Porcelumex's executives previously worked with the Exaltists. Many of their facilities were originally Porcelumex's assets as well. And now under Lucro's lead, Porcelumex has formed ties with the Defense Force. It's clear why they're here.
You're making my head spin. Isn't it just those two plotting how to profit?
Goodness, Commander Lorenz is such a bad person.
Orphe is still caught up in that naive teenage mindset of seeing the world in just good and bad.
Goodness, Orphe. You really are a fool. But I can't say you're wrong this time. They chose to meet in the Hollow, likely to stay under the radar. Either way, Obel's mission continues. Everyone, we keep pursuing the escaping Exaltists.
Yes, Captain Magus.
We're in Lemnian Hollow, illuminated by flickering candlelight. The overseer of the defense force took the bait just as planned, and they're feeling pretty proud of themselves. Perfect, they've wasted enough time on meaningless distractions, and the foolish general thinks he's already playing through enough victories. They won't be throwing major forces at us anymore. Though the price was nothing more than a few necessary sacrifices. He died for their faith, overseer. Besides, the troops he brought back from the underworld were a huge help. Soldiers fighting soldiers, it's cruel, really. Still, if it's for the right cause, then even you and I must be willing to give our lives. Absolutely, if that greater purpose is an audience with the Creator. I know you have other intentions, but you're still open the path. Well, you'll still open the path to the Creator, won't you, Great Overseer? I've wandered in confusion along this path more than once, but the whispers I heard were true, without a doubt. Once I've achieved my goal, I'll open the path to the Creator for you. Which means your sacrifice and mine are justified. The Phaethon is with the Defense Force right now, and that one's a real handful. Not the type to let things go easily. And that elite squad of theirs has been a serious thorn in our side. And notice that youngster may be an unexpected variable, but I've already set the course for how their tale unfolds. Don't back them into a corner unless you have to. Your arrangements are reasonable. May the Creator refine us. Yeah, it'd be funny if, like, they actually met their Creator and it's just the devs. Like, they have it break the fourth wall with, like, the dev team, um, um, talking to them. And after it go from the military camp, which has been so quiet the past few days. Why is the Defense Force face so lively? What's going on? Let's ask around and see what the soldiers know. No, new face, not in uniform either. He must be that outside help for the, what was it, Apostle Squad? Thanks to brilliant leadership of the Major General and his adjutant, we secured an easy victory. Sure, you didn't land the big win, but you still played a part. Stand your ground. Hey, what's with that look? We're celebrating our victory here. Don't be such a buzzkill, okay? Welcome back on my... I've been waiting here just to make sure you returned safely. You're really flinging it on thick, huh? Such modesty. Still, if you're acting on behalf of the mayor in Defense Force matters, I'm sure your words hold real authority with the city administration. We owe it to the Major General's forces that we were able to reclaim a significant cache of porcelain without incident. Assets Ferrickson had handed over to the Exaltus, which are in fact Porcelumex's property. It's quite the haul. The Major General and I go way back. He may not be the most charming guy, but he's someone you can count on. I know I'm just a shrewd, profit-minded trader, and I also know there's been some bad blood between you and the Major General. But that doesn't stop me from seeing the potential for us to work together in the future. Someone like you always brings value to the table. So naturally, I'm pleased you made it back in one piece. About the Obscura. It's true that the certain individuals within Porcelamex, including Mr. Farrax and his team, engage in unlawful activities with the Exaltus. The shameful and pathetic Mr. Farrax is now in custody. With the Major General's support, we've tracked down his subordinates and escaped into the Hollow. Porcelamex is clean of any further criminal associations. Regarding the so-called Obscura devices, which they were created through Farrax's dealings with the Exaltus, I'm not clear on their scientific worth. Still, they're made of costly porcelain, so they belong to the company. We'll recover each of the Obscura once the Defense Force finishes assessing their risk. Their risk? Yes, Colonel Isolde stated in the report that the Obscura could pose an extreme risk, even going so as far as to order an evacuation of Wi-Fi Peninsula for public safety. It's gotten too dangerous. Looks like it's time for me to leave Wi-Fi Peninsula. Take care of yourself. Of course. These guys sure know how to take it easy. They're already planning the victory party right after winning. So what's the Defense Force's next move? Next move? There isn't one. The Major General believes the key members of the Exaltus have been wiped out and their base cleared. And as far as he's concerned, we've already won. Ugh, idiots. I never thought victory would come so easily. What about the Obscura in the city? You've faced the Exaltus before more times than anyone, Proxy. Your insight is valuable, but even so, the Obsidian Division can't keep pouring resources into chasing down a minor outlaw group. As for the Obscura, her own soul is taking our intel, and the risk posed by the sacrifice is very seriously. She's always preparing to evacuate the citizens of Wi-Fi Peninsula. We'll stay on guard here to protect the civilians until everyone's been evacuated and all Obscura in the city have been cleared. It's thanks to Isolde's leadership that we were able to locate so many Obscura across the city before the operation began, too. Did the Colonel know about the risk of the Obscura all along? If everyone's taking a break, why don't you relax a little too, Proxy? I'm headed back to the camp with the captain. Want to join us for a bit, Roxy? Despite your doubts, with cheers ringing out through the night all around you, you'll find yourself taking a brief rest by the firelight with the two soldiers. As Opal's squad settles in at their quarters, the troops were already preparing to celebrate.
Everyone! The Exaltus, the threat that plagued Wi-Fi Peninsula, have been wiped
so
out
full of
under
himself.
a thunderous assault. Once again, we've brought justice and victory to the people of New Eridu, like every triumph before. Give it up for yourselves, soldiers! Cheer for victory!
And let's hear it for our brilliant commander, Major General Lorenz!
I know.
I hate to be that girl, but isn't it a bit early to celebrate?
That commander sure seems to be soaking up the cheers.
A typical big shot, huh?
You're right to be concerned, Proxy. There are still Exaltist stragglers roaming inside and outside the Hollow, and the Obscura in the city haven't been fully inspected yet.
As far as I know, the key Exaltist leaders are still on the loose. They've managed to slip away after every encounter so far. The Exaltists will still be a threat until they're taken out. Even though Mevarok was severely injured by Ishu and Shifu, and the Exaltists suffered heavy losses, there's still no sign of them backing down. Miasma activity is still spreading. Key people like Sarah still hold major influence.
Ishwan, High Preceptor of Yunquai Summit? I've heard the name before.
How come I don't see Colonel Isolde anywhere? As the operations leader, shouldn't she be here to celebrate?
Isolde has been unwell recently, and went back to the city to rest. She's also been absent from meetings over the past few days.
Maybe the commander's like Proxy and isn't fond of these kinds of gatherings. She might have just found an excuse to slip away.
You might be right. That does sound like her. In any case, we've dealt a heavy blow to the Exaltists. And after fighting on the verge of life and death, the soldiers really needed a victory to boost their morale.
That doesn't sound like something our strict Captain Magus would say.
Think of it as me trying to lift everyone's spirits. As soldiers, it is our duty to obey orders. So even when we have doubts, we can't launch investigations on our own.
If you take action without orders, you'll be standing trial at a military tribunal. I might not mind, but I'm sure Seed Sr. would stop us.
I don't want anyone ending up in front of a military tribunal either.
Right. Since it is a military order, the Major's restriction on you can't be lifted until the operation is officially concluded. Sorry about that, Proxy.
I understand. Obel Squad and all the other soldiers have already given so much to protect New Eridu. Everyone should enjoy this hard-earned victory.
Thank you, Proxy.
As faith and I have no right to stop moving forward. Excuse me, Miss Special Envoy. Colonel asked me to pass on a message. Some bigwig from Tops is here to see you. From Tops? Don't ask me about this visit. You'll just have to see for yourself. Okay, who the fuck could it be? Oh, it's Damien. Meet with Damien after dark and fill him in on what Lucro's doing.
Actually,
I've already heard about Lucro personally entering the Hollow and the Major General's movements. Besides relocating Porcelumex and the Exaltis stock of Porcelume, they're rounding up trusted members who served under Ferox, including my poor colleagues who fled into the Hollow's labs, fearing a purge. The dust hasn't even settled, yet they're already discarding what they no longer need, proving that the only thing crueler than one ruthless boss is another. I have no place in Tops any longer, and the Defense Force won't seek justice for a stray like me.
I'm in a pretty risky position as well.
Even though you played a major role in taking down Ferox, your new boss won't tolerate you for long, will he?
Exactly. I can't stand stray dogs like you always sniffing out scraps to survive. Like I ever had a choice. I'm just trying to stay alive. Honestly, I was already planning to turn to you and Yunque Summit for help. Regardless of our differences, you are among the few in Waifei Peninsula who have the power, care about justice, and are willing to hear me out. A stray like me is used to bowing and begging.
Unfortunately, no matter how much power we might have, we're just as constrained as you are now. I can't contact anyone at Yunque Summit for assistance either. But if it's just to keep you safe...
It's all right. Just when I was at my wit's end, Miss Savior appeared.
This is the small figure suddenly springs out from behind him. What the hell?
I'm the savior he was talking about. It's
Aw,
funny.
she reminds
Most
me of
company
picking up a...
employees usually see me as a disaster. Who would have thought I'd ever be called a savior?
Allow me to introduce you. This is Miss Zhao from Tops, affiliated with the Krampus Compliance Authority.
The Krampus Compliance Authority?
Nice to meet you, Miss Zhao. The Krampus Compliance Authority. Is that the name of another company within Tops? It doesn't sound as familiar to me as the other big companies.
That's all right. Most people haven't heard of it. Krampus isn't actually a company. Our role is to inspect, decide on, and enforce regulations. Brutal competition is an inherent flaw of the market system. For the members at the round table, it doesn't matter if a company's executives are tearing each other apart. However, the condition is that all actions by the company and its management must comply with the core rules and interests of the Alliance. The business game doesn't always let us play by the rules. That's the round table's mercy. But when those rule breakers go too far, the strict mother reaches out with her black branch. This time,
yeah.
has clearly
Even Ayn Rand,
stepped out of line.
she believed that she said that if the company is, or like a business is engaging in violence, fraud, or coercion, then the government should step in. But outside of that, it should leave business affairs alone.
I think I get why the corporations might see members of Krampus as a disaster. Even so, having regulators like you is probably a key reason Tops has managed to maintain its strong position in the city.
So, it's not hard for you to understand why I see Miss Zhao as my savior, right?
We'll only know whether I'm your savior or your disaster once all the investigations are complete.
Better than letting someone like Lucro treat you like a fish on a chopping board, right?
Hopefully she'll turn out to be your savior. And doesn't shoot up a Walmart. I'm kidding.
Although he isn't really a friend, I do sort of get Damien's style. He's determined to survive this brutal game, but he's also someone who never crosses the line.
Huh. You've got sharp and beautiful eyes. I hope you'll never become the enemy of Krampus. And that when those eyes look at me again, they won't be filled with hostility, Miss Bell.
Now the Krampus member turns and walks off with Damien and Fel. She may have been small in stature, but her commanding presence nearly overshadowed the disheveled Damien beside her. It's getting late. Let's head back to the tent and get some rest. Proxy. Proxy. It's not time to sleep yet. Wait, what? I came all this way with squad member Seed to invite you to the special nighttime operation. Where's the enemy? Well, night op? Oh, listen, you'll see Proxy. Let me guess, it's a little private party. Shh, move quietly and stay low, just like a sniper. Seed and Trigger quietly creep up behind Orphe and suddenly launch a surprise attack. Oh, okay.
Soldier Orphe!
You two again? And now you have the proxy as an accomplice too?
I'm not part of this.
You got it all wrong, Orphe. I had no idea those two are planning to scare you.
Captain Magus is asleep. Don't wake her up. We should let her rest.
Is it time for the captain's self-diagnostics?
Is Orphe more worried about waking the captain or about the captain catching you secretly enjoying some prohibited items?
Is it a jelly donut?
Excuse me. First of all, my concern for the captain is absolutely genuine. Second, the field manual doesn't list lemon-flavored chips under prohibited foods during deployment. I have every right to protest Captain Magus's executive decision to declare all snacks as prohibited.
Oh. Then why doesn't Orphe protest when the captain's actually awake?
I'm sure Orphe has her own reasons.
Anyway, if Orphe doesn't want us to tell the captain...
How about sharing some of those lemon chips with us?
Seed and Trigger are robbing me again!
Isn't this just a regular part of our night ops briefing?
The law doesn't punish the majority, Orphe.
Then, the proxy should also share the responsibility.
I'll take care of those lemon-flavored chips.
Special mission to get rid of lemon-flavored chips? Count me in!
Once you breathe the Wi-Fi Peninsula, you team up with Oval Squad to finish off the lemon-flavored chips. As night deepens, Seed and Trigger, who ambush Orphe, return to the squad's camp. Just as you're about to leave, Orphe calls out to you.
Proxy, there's something I need to talk to you about. It's about the captain.
Let me guess. It's something that you can only say when Captain Magus is asleep?
That's right. Proxy, I want to apologize on behalf of the captain for her bad attitude toward you during the mission. But there's a reason why the captain acted that way.
I trust that you know the captain, Orphe. Otherwise, why would you trust her so much? Come to think of it, you and Magus make a pretty unique team. A soldier paired with an intelligent weapon construct.
An intelligent construct? No, the captain is more than that. Can I trust you, Proxy?
Like I said, just like you trust Captain Magus.
I'm just a gunner. A soldier here to support Captain Magus. Orphe, you're being too hard on yourself again. You're special. You're one of a kind. That's how they would comfort me, if Captain Magus and the others were here. But no. I know that I'm not someone special. From the moment I was born, being a gunner has been my sole purpose and mission. In the disaster 11 years ago, New Eridu lost so much. It lost so many of its soldiers. The Defense Force's last remaining gemstone, Obsidian Division, also suffered heavy losses. At the time, the military had launched various research projects. Enhanced soldiers, cybernetic soldiers even. Cloned soldiers. It sounds brutal, doesn't it? But if it weren't for these cruel projects, Obsidian Division might never have lasted this long. I was also born at that time, cloned from a legendary soldier, and designed to aid that legendary soldier as an assistant. That
oh my god, she's Solid Snake.
Military code name was Magus. The soldier's original body has long been destroyed. All that remains now is a backup of her consciousness,
the
what
tolerable
you could call
children.
her soul, stored within the weapon. Even in death, she's still wielded as a weapon by the Defense Force. Though Captain Magus always says it's what she wanted, is it really a blessing or a curse? All things considered, I'm quite lucky. Selfish, even. I stole her body, her name. You could even say I stole her life. But Captain Magus has never cared about that. She'd just say to me, Orphe, my life was far too boring. You should live your own life. I know the looks in my comrades' eyes often carry sympathy or pity, mockery, or even disgust. Still, I can't help but feel that I'm lucky. I met Captain Magus, I met Obel Squad, and even crossed paths with someone as strong and interesting as you, Proxy. I know there's nothing special about the way I was born, but you all keep telling me, Orphe, you're being too hard on yourself again. You're special. You're one of a kind. Yet, the cold glass tanks, the tasteless nutrient fluids, those eyes filled with sympathy, pity, mockery, or disgust, they all proved one thing. I'm nothing special. They all told me I'm just a pathetic, tragic person. But you all keep telling me over and over again, you're one of a kind, Orphe. I can leave those glass tanks in the past. I just don't want to let your expectations down. Rather than those cold, lifeless glass tanks, I want the warmth of Captain Magus. I'd rather have my noisy Obel Squad and you, the cool Proxy. Our pasts, whether it's mine or Captain Magus's, are not what define us. Although Captain Magus often jokingly calls you the villain, that's all just talk. Our pasts are not what define us. Instead, it's up to us to determine our destinations. As a Proxy, you'll lead us to the right place. I believe in you, Proxy.
Finally. Let's see. And a brief signal disruption. Communication with the HC is reestablished. How are the calculations going, Fairy?
Fairy, have you finished calculating the exact coordinates of the blind spot in Lemnian Hollow's most active area?
Affirmative. HDD data sync complete. Transmitting coordinate data to EOS's Carrot module now.
Oh, Belle, finally. The exact coordinates are now locked in. The next step is to move out with Obel Squad and take them out in one strike.
Unexpected challenge.
Negative. Lorenz's forces have currently halted all further operations, so Obel Squad is unauthorized to act without orders. could you send a message to Ishu and Shifu? Actually, scratch that. Better send it to Senior Fufu instead. Shifu never replies to messages. Just say, Junior Bell needs your help. It's urgent. Please ask Ishu and Shifu to come to the rescue. P.S. Don't let the defense force find out.
Poor Junior Bell is suffering cruel mistreatment at the hands of the defense force. It's urgent. Come rescue her immediately. P.S. Keep a low profile and avoid any clashes with the defense force.
Now's not the time for that.
Aren't you over-exaggerating a bit?
This concerns the safety of Wi-Fi Peninsula. A little exaggeration won't hurt, right?
All we can do now is wait for help from Yunquei Summit.
All we can do now is pray that Yunquei Summit sends help soon. Who knows what kind of mess the Exaltists might be stirring up in the Hollow, while Lorenz is basking in the limelight. There's no time to waste. I'm logging off now.
So you're about to fall asleep. That familiar chirping breaks your peaceful slumber, Dan. That Chifu's Qingming bird. Chirp, 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 chirp. Your vision suddenly dims, but strangely you don't feel afraid. When you come to your senses, you're already being carried high up in the air by bird talons. Holy shit. Your body feels weightless like a feather drifting in the air one moment, then heavy like a stone sinking in a lake the next. By the time you come back to your senses, you've already arrived. Is this Suivon Temple?
I think I just had a dream. Am I dreaming? Or is this really Swabian Temple?
My disciple. Fufu told me poor Junior Bell is suffering cruel mistreatment at the hands of the defense force. It's urgent. And that I need to stay low and avoid any clashes with them.
Word for word! The message came straight from Junior Bell's brother!
By the way, I'm here too.
Someone's messing with our junior out there. That's the last straw. Shifu, it's time we step in and get an explanation, don't you think?
What do you mean by step in? Junior Bell just looks a little dazed, that's all. I don't see any signs of cruel mistreatment.
Is it Yuan Shifu's technique?
Did Ishu and Shifu use a technique to bring me to Swabian Temple?
Seems you're finally catching on now.
Your safety, of course, is our highest priority. But given how you contacted us in such a rush, I assume you've run into some trouble with the military?
Come on, Junior Bell! What happened out there that made you call Shifu for help? Don't worry, you can tell us. We're all here for you.
That's right. All your seniors are here.
Layout intel is calculated by Fairy along with all the accompanying substitutions and speculations for everyone.
Cunning as always. Certainly sounds like the Exaltists.
If the defense force can't deal with those scoundrels, then we will. When do we set out, Shifu?
No need to be hasty. Let Junior Bell get some proper rest first.
Finally, now I can, take care of my dailies. And finally, Alright. Blah blah. Blah blah blah. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna end it here. So thank you all. So thank you all for watching me play Zenless Zone Zero tonight, and of course tomorrow we'll be playing. Well, hopefully we'll be playing more Final Fantasy XIV. Hopefully I'll remember to install the updates needed to run it. And then on Friday I might be playing a new game, or it might be one that's I played before. And then on Saturday, we'll be playing more Stalker 2. And so, I'm going to go ahead and play my outro. Thank you all for watching, and have a good night. Bye!
She left behind the life she knew, chasing dreams in skies of blue. No more chains to hold her down, just endless roads and city sounds. Cassie's riding wild and free, a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a runaway in the dead of night. Hitchhiking through the desert sands, no control, no rules, no plans. Her father's shadow far behind, freedom's taste she's here to find. Cassie's riding wild and free, a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a runaway in the dead of night. The road is hard, the nights are cold, but she won't trade it for the gold. The wind, the stars, the open sky, a girl who's never saying goodbye. Cassie's riding wild and free, a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a runaway in the dead of night. The nights are cold, but she won't trade it for the gold. The wind, the stars, the open sky, a girl who's never